way, but here's a kind reminder to all of you that before you open a bank account with any bank of your choice, make sure to do your research on what you will be charged. I read in the 2023 bank rate survey that about 25% of Americans with checking accounts are paying an average of $24 per month in banking fees. What? These fees cover everything from monthly maintenance or service fees, overdrafts, and insufficient funds. Well, a small amount like this per month may not seem like a lot, but you'll start to feel it over time for sure. Here's some good news though. It's actually super easy to avoid paying these unnecessary bank fees if you do your research ahead of time. So in this video, I'm going to go through some of the most common banking fees that you will encounter and how you can actually avoid them too. Let's go! Number 1, out-of-network ATM fee. These ATM fees can be rather sneaky sometimes, so let's talk about how we can dodge them. Big brick and mortar banks would usually charge about $2.50 when you use an ATM outside their network. But if you want to avoid it, it's as easy as just to stick to your bank's ATMs. You should usually be able to find a full list of ATMs that are in their network on their website or mobile app. But let's just say you're caught in a situation where you're in a hurry and you can't find an in-work ATM. Here's the tip. Consider grabbing a bigger chunk of cash in one go so you only get hit with the fee once. Or you can even just use a debit card at a store and ask if you can get some cash back at the register. That could be a smart move. But if you weren't aware, some banks may offer you a refund for out-of-network ATM charges. For example, I found out that Synchrony Bank would refund you ATM fees up to $5 per statement cycle.
Are you serious?
I only just found out about that. Number 2, overdraft fee. Overdrawing your bank account always happens to the best of us, right? But there is definitely a way around it. Consider having your money on autopilot. What I did was sign up for a monthly direct deposit so that your money is consistently being debited into your account. Without having to think much about it, you'll be able to maintain a minimum balance in your account and prevent overdrafts.
That's very good.
Not sure if you know about this one, but have you heard of an overdraft coverage? Apparently, there are some banks that offer this service for a fee around $35 per overdraft. What happens is, instead of being declined for a purchase because your bank account is running low, the bank will save you the embarrassment by swooping in to cover you by pulling funds from your linked savings account, second checking account, or line of credit. Number 3, insufficient fund fee. If you're not really into overdraft protection, having insufficient funds in your account could really cost you. I'm actually referring to those insufficient fund fees or returned item fees that will slap you with a $35 fee for every transaction. But here's an easy fix. These fees and also bounced check fees can be avoided by keeping a close eye on your account and by transferring money in advance. Okay, here's the tip. To make it easier for you, sign up for notifications so that you are automatically alerted when you have a low balance. And number 4, wire transfer fee. Wire transfers are an easy and quick way to move money around, but as we all know, convenience always comes with a price. The banks would usually charge you a fee between $16 to $35 for international and domestic transfers. Because of that, I would recommend keeping these sort of transfers for official transactions that involve a big lump sum of cash. Otherwise, online transfers will do. Number 5, early account closing fee. Most banks would charge you a fee for closing your account too early. There is usually a fixed term of 90 to 180 days to keep your account open depending on the bank's rules and regulations, or else you can be charged up to $25. So it is definitely important to check with your bank first before going ahead with canceling your account. Number 6, the monthly maintenance or service fee. Were you aware that many banks charge you a monthly fee just for having your account with them? But I found a way to avoid it. Depending on your bank, you can do that by either opening both a checking and savings account at the same bank or by maintaining a minimum balance in your account. But there are actually banks out there that don't charge you any fees from the get-go.
Really?
There's some banks that you can check out: Credit Union, American Express, HSBC Direct, and the list goes on. I did a whole video on this one, so do check it out for more info. Just like any financial product, do your research on the best bank accounts that work for you before deciding to put your money in one. The well-known brick-and-mortar banks like Bank of America and Chase Bank make it so convenient for you by providing physical locations that you can visit. But it comes with a downside. They often have high fees latched onto their accounts. But of course, if you want to avoid these fees, there are so many FDIC-insured online bank accounts that you can consider instead. If you found this information helpful, do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more Save Your Penny tips.